Before we start, I have a small activity for all of you. I want you to close your eyes and imagine. Think about the most breathtaking view that first comes to your mind. I'm sure you have a picture by now, and I'm also sure that picture will have a lot of nature in it. Now, the question is, if we all love being in nature so much, then why do we all live so far away from it?
Hi, my name is Raj, and welcome to the very first episode of Desi Outdoor Podcast. I have Mihir here with me. Say hi, Mihir.
Hey Raj, how are you?
Well, I've been better. अभी ये कोविड का सिचुएशन चल रहा है तो थोड़ा खराब तो लग रहा है कि बाहर नहीं जा सकते, ट्रैक नहीं कर सकते, तो बस घर पे बैठे हैं.
And considering the fact that both of us have worked in the outdoor industry as tech leaders, it kind of sucks that we cannot make people experience outdoors anymore right now because of the current situation. So we thought, why not make a podcast that might help us bring the outdoors to our listeners' home?
And that's exactly why I thought coming up with this podcast would be a good idea right now, because there are so many people like us who are trapped indoors and all they wish to do is go outdoors like us, and the least we can do for them is talk about these things, right?
So let's get to it then. What is this Desi Outdoor Podcast, Raj?
This podcast is going to be a platform for sharing information about the Indian outdoor and adventure scene. I feel that there's still a lack of information about things happening in our country, and a platform dedicated just to share stuff about our country could be a great boost for the outdoor enthusiasts. There are so many reasons why people should go outdoors more often, so many activities that people can do in the nature, and I would want to share it with our listeners. This can also be a platform for people to share their crazy adventure stories and their expertise about different things.
What excites me the most is that we are also going to bring professionals from the outdoor industry to talk about their experiences and the challenges that they've faced while making a living out of traveling full time. And I think this is something that is going to help some of our listeners who wish to make a career in the outdoors.
Personally, I am also pretty excited about that part because when I started my outdoors journey, I did not have anybody who could give me proper guidance. So I could have really used something like that. So this is just another attempt at it. And since this is our first episode, we thought why not start with our own stories first so that our listeners can know what we do, who we are, and how our journey began. So Mihir, why don't you start then with your story? How did you start your outdoors journey?
My outdoor journey started around 4 years ago when I went on Nag Tibba trek in Uttarakhand with a bunch of my friends, and it was quite a funny experience to say the least.
Why was it funny? What happened? It's a good trek, man.
Yeah, but I just got so baked on the trek. Not the kind of bake you would love. But the thing about Nag Tibba is you see beautiful forest everywhere around you, but the trail has absolutely no shade or cover. So we just got so baked while walking up. I remember I used to just run ahead of my friends and try and find some shade so that I could just stop sweating for a moment. But post that hike, I never really looked back and just kept hiking, Those dramatic landscapes fired up my senses, filled up my heart, and just made a mentally and physically better person and version out of me. Prior to getting into trek leading, I belonged to a very common background, the general male engineering background. And I used to work as a data scientist back in Bangalore. But after that trip of mine, I got so addicted to hiking that one random day I just told my boss that bro, ab ho gaya, nahi ho raha hai mere se aur. I just want to go on a sabbatical.
How long was your sabbatical and how did you actually sell this idea to your boss that मेरे को जाना है घूमने के लिए और मैं नहीं आ रहा काम पे?
Well, to start off with, the sabbatical was just supposed to be around 6 months, but it kind of ended up being stretched to more than a year. And I just told everyone what I was planning on doing: do my mountaineering course, climb a bunch of peaks, and that is what it was. Also, I had really supportive friends back at office, and that is where they also taught me the first cardinal rule of outdoor. they wrote it on a piece of cake on my last day, and that was, Mihir, please don't die. And that's how my sabbatical started.
How was the sabbatical then? Which treks did you do? Where all did you travel?
The sabbatical was pure fun, man. It started from Arunachal Pradesh, where I did my mountaineering course. And I just kept hiking and backpacking across the Indian Himalayas, the Nepal, all the way till Himachal Pradesh. And while doing that, I did like really great treks, one of the greatest treks in the world right now, which is the mother of all hikes, Three Passes, aka Everest Base Camp, and a lot of other things, local hikes around. And after this, I went international. I spent a few months hiking and backpacking across Europe, where I hiked in the Alps and jagged mountains of the Eastern Europe.
That sounds like a lot of fun, man. Is that when you decided that you wanted to pursue outdoors as a career and probably take up trek leading full time?
Yeah, absolutely. Over this entire journey, I felt the importance of being more outdoors in my own life. How outdoors reflected on my mood and overall well-being also helped me understand how much more I needed to be outdoors. And I also realized that we really don't need to be spending a ton of money or traveling thousands and thousands of kilometers just to simply be outdoors. Nature is all around us and super close to us. And all we really have to do is just go out there and explore on our own. And since then, I've never looked back, and I've always told whoever I came across to just go outdoors, experience the wild nature. It's all there to help you become a better person. And this ended up being my goal. And to accomplish this goal, I started working off as an outdoor trek leader, where I led 20 plus batches in the Himalayas. And now I'm currently working on Trailio.
So tell us a bit about Trailio, man, like how it has been so far working on the app.
Well, Trailio is an app that makes hiking easier and safer for everyone. And frankly speaking, it was going really, really good up until this goddamn corona, which kind of devastated everyone's lives. So let's just hope for this thing to end. And hopefully everyone will use the app to go out and hike.
I really hope this ends, man. I really hope it does, so that, you know, we can go outdoors again and do what we do, what we love doing. But anyway, that was a nice story.
So what about you, Raj? What made you step outside your house and do what you're doing right now?
I began in around 2013. For me, how it started was when I was graduating from Pune. So one of my friend reached out to me saying, hey, there's this hill race happening in Maharashtra and I think you should participate. So it was basically a trek combined.
You participated in a hill race?
Yeah, man.
And how was that?
So,
did you come first?
You wish. I came last. But one of the major key takeaways that I would say I took was trekking was an excellent way for me to channelize my fitness while being outdoors.
So is this something that helped you get into trek leading? How did you get into that?
Well, kind of. Once I graduated from my college, I started working with a finance company as my main job. And I used to trek a lot around Maharashtra. So that time, a lot of people used to reach out to me and ask me if I could take them along with me, which wasn't honestly possible every time. So this one particular friend of mine reached out to me and she said, hey, why don't you organize a trek on your own? And that way I can be a part of it. So that really got me thinking. And eventually I did organize a trek to Kalsubai, which is a very famous trek here in Maharashtra. And after that trek, I felt the need of a team around me if I had to continue doing this. So then I reached out to some companies based out of Bombay and took up trek leading as a part-time job for the weekends. And I ended up leading about 40 treks around
But this is all in Maharashtra, right? What got you to Himalayas?
Yeah, I desperately wanted to do a Himalayan trek, but I just could not because of some or the other reasons. So eventually I signed up for my mountaineering course, and yeah, that's how the first thing happened.
So you're basically saying that your first Himalayan trek was your mountaineering course?
Yes, my first Himalayan trek was my mountaineering
And how was
course.
that? Like, what happened?
The course was overwhelming for me, man, because it was my first Himalayan trek. I injured myself right within the first week of the course, and it came as a mental shock to me, honestly. I was under the impression that I have trained very hard for this. I had trained for 6 months, and that injury just messed everything up. one of the major learnings that I'd say I took back from the entire course is that trekking is not just about the physical strength. It's also about the mental strength. Mental strength played a very major role in my course, and since then I've been working on it. So once I finished my course, I came back to Bombay and I quit my job in February 2019, and then I took up trek leading as a full-time profession. I got an opportunity right after my BMC to lead my first Himalayan trek to Sarpas, and it was just amazing. Like, I got the most amazing team that I could ask for, and everything felt right in place. So being at such an high altitude for me gave an adrenaline rush that wanted me to go back to mountains again and again. And I really wish that more people could experience what I did. And since then, I've been encouraging people in my circle, at least, to do more stuff outdoors, basically, like what we do. And this podcast is just another attempt at it. So let's hope for the best and hope that more and more people listen to this podcast, and, we could encourage at least some people to, take up more outdoor activities.
That is the entire goal of this thing that we're working on. And with that, we come to the end of our first episode. Thanks, Raj, for sharing your story. Hope you all liked it. We definitely had a lot of fun making it, for sure.
And on our next episode, we are going to have a guest who will be sharing their outdoor experiences with us. I hope you all get a chance to listen to it.
Also, you could slide in our DMs at Desi Outdoor Podcast on Instagram and let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about. So see you and goodbye.